Kevin here with MyATVs.com. What we're going to show you now is how to assemble the 90cc TAO dirt bike. It's actually an 86cc engine, but it's called the TAO 90. We've already uncrated it. I've got it sitting on one of our jack stands. You can use a 5-gallon bucket, but this is exactly how it came out of the box. We haven't done anything to it, so everything that I do is going to be what you all will do at home also. The first thing we're going to do is in your pouch came with a little spring. And that's in your bag when you get the thing. We're going to install the back brake. In order to do that, your back brake's going to be something like this. You just take this down, set it off to the side. You can look in here. I don't know if you can zoom in on this or not, Dave. But there's a carter pin that goes right in there. And all I've done is just slid that carter pin out. I'm going to take my brake, tuck it up under your footrest, slide it on. I have to move my stand a little bit. There we go. Slide it all the way on and put your carter pin in there. Yep, sometimes they want to be a little difficult. Slide the carter pin down, spin it over so it doesn't come off. Alright, now what we need to do, straighten this out a little bit, is hook your spring onto it. It's kind of a tricky spring to install, but what you want to do is you want to take this loop on the bottom and loop it through the little hole in the brake that we just put on. Then take a flathead screwdriver, once it's looped into this, trying to stay all its way so you can see. We need to get this spring over top of this little bolt here. It's got a little knockout for the spring that's falling into. Take my screwdriver and put it through. Stretch this thing out so it snaps over top of this. Got to try to set that flathead right in that little slot and put that on there. There it goes. Alright, see how that's set on there? And that's so you have spring in your brake so it comes back up for you. So that's the first thing that you want to do. What we're going to do next is using a 13 millimeter and 11/16 ratchet, we're going to put the back shock on. Bolts are already in this bracket right here. You just need to undo them. Go ahead and get my Loctite and make sure I put some Loctite on this. And then your shock here is, you're going to slide this rear up until it slides into the hole in your shock. And I might move it back a little bit to do this. Pull it down so it lines up and put your bolt through. Alright, once that's through, it's starting to come down a little bit on me. Put your nut on the other end and tighten it down good. Really snug this thing up good. Not going to hurt if I tighten it up. Alright, I got that snugged up good. Next thing we're going to do, install the front handlebars. What you want to do is just take your cables and make sure they go behind the plate. Set that up here. It's already going to have the brackets on it, so using a 12mm wrench, I'm going to take these off. Okay, I've got both of those off. I'm going to grab my Loctite and just put a little bit of Loctite on the nuts that we just unscrewed. We're ready to put the handlebars on it. When you put your handlebars on, if you notice, you've got little marks in the metal here. That's where you want those two marks to be setting down in these notches. Just gives it a better grip so they won't slide around. Now we set all ours at one setting here for the store, but you don't have to tighten these up all the way. Whoever's going to be riding it, just snug these down. Not real tight, but just tight enough so it doesn't move without a little bit of force. And then you can move these handlebars up and down until it's comfortable for the rider, and then tighten them all the way down. I'm just going to start both of my So I'm going to tighten these all the way up now because I know where we're going to set it for the store, but you can snug them up, and then once the rider gets on there, just adjust them forward and back and get it exactly where they want them at. You want to kind of tighten these up evenly. You don't want to tighten one down all the way and then go to another one. You want to just snug them all up and then go through and tighten them all back up again. Alright, so I have them snugged up now. Now's when the time you would go ahead and move it exactly where you want it, and then just finish tightening them up all the way.